All right, welcome to the demo. And in this demo, we're going to be walking you guys through how to use, monetize, launch a creator coin on Zora. So I'm going to be playing with two different accounts here because the Knowit Owlz Zora is already active, but I want to show you guys everything on this one here. So we're going to hide this. So I just created this account just as a test here. This is cohort. So whatever the name of your profile is going to be the name of your token. Okay. And they have it to where in order to even make your first post, because remember, every post, like Charisma said, is also its own token. And I know that might sound weird, but like think about the internet over the past 10 years and all of the viral memes that's came about, or like game winning shots in sports or just things on the internet that went viral. Imagine if Zora was around and you could own a piece of that post. You probably would have made some money. I think that's pretty cool. So before you can even make a post, you have to launch your token first, right? So if I go here and try to just make a post, it says your profile coin, activate your creator coin. Your posts are valuable. Now your profile is too. Your username's the coin. Post power your creator coin, and you get to earn rewards on all trading activity. So I'm going to activate this. And guys, you got to keep in mind, this is really cool because you're interacting on chain. So I just launched a token on chain, whereas years ago, I would have had to have a developer and pay thousands of dollars. But now I can launch a token immediately on the back end, right? And every post that you make is its own token. So now we have cohort coin. I do not recommend buying this coin, right? And we're going to just do make your first post. Okay, is it going to let me? You hit this plus sign here. I already activated my coin. Okay, so I'm going to sign into the Knowit Owlz Zora and actually show you guys since this one is being weird. Okay, so here we are at the Knowit Owlz Zora. Okay, so Knowit Owlz is our coin, and all of these posts that we've made here are their own coins, and they're not NFTs, even though they're like separate. They are just like, so when you launch your creator coin, you automatically launch 1 billion tokens. 50% of them can be traded on the open market, including you. Remember, you have to buy your own tokens. And then the other 50% gets vested to you linearly. So if we want Knowit Owlz token to be, worth anything and we want to make money years down the line, we have to make sure we're posting good content. Your market capitalization is how much investment capital is in your project. And then you can hit your top holders here and you can see the people who are buying your token. And like I said, market, this is how much is able to be traded on the open market. And this is the 50% that gets unlocked to you linearly over 5 years. And once you launch your token, you come here, you can claim. And again, remember, when anyone buys your token as well, you get 1% of the transaction fee. So anytime you go to buy a creator coin, there's a fee that goes to the creator. You see your balance, you see your holdings, right? And then you can see your rewards, right? So this is the part of the tokens that's being invested to our Knowit Owlz account over 5 years. So we have $69 worth of tokens. And if I go and claim this right now, and that's at current prices. So if more people buy it, that'll go up. So now I just claimed it was probably like $10 or so. Okay. So you come here and it gives you this bar of your all-time high. So at the all-time highs, this was when Zora was listed on Robinhood and people were like, oh, let me just buy random creator coins. Our market cap was up to 38.9K. Okay. And remember, each one of these represents their own token, right? So another thing that's cool. So I'm going to go to the homepage here. Zora does offer live streaming. So if I click this, and we actually just got approved to go live streaming. So, keep your eyes out on that. We're going to be live streaming some of our events. If I click it, you'll be able to see this person's live streaming playing a video game, and I can buy some of his tokens if I like what he's live streaming. All right. We're going to go back to the home page. and you kind of can just scroll down and look what people are posting. And again, it's cool being early to this stuff because your content will get recommended if you just keep posting consistently. They do trader rewards. So they're giving out money every week to the top traders. Right now, we're pretty far down the line, but guys, look at how early we are right here. The top trade was this guy Birdman, and it was only $10,000 in volume. And if we click on his profile, his market cap's only $3,000. Super early. This is your notification bell here. So it'll tell you like whenever someone bought your coin. So this guy bought some of our creator coin. Someone bought some of our posts, right? Someone bought some of our creator coin. And it only lets you go from the past month. So yeah, so that's that. And in order to make a post, you hit upload, you hit browse, and I'm just gonna do an example post. So we're gonna post this, and then here's a couple things to keep in mind. So like on Instagram, you have what's called hashtags, and when you go and hit the search bar and hit hashtags, and let's say it's hashtag crypto, you'll see all the posts that has hashtag crypto in the order of their viewing. So these hashtags I look at as digital real estate as well. When people digital real estate as well. Once the masses come on to Zora and they start typing in hashtags, we want to dominate those hashtags because we know a lot of people aren't doing them. So the hashtag is going to be your ticker. So we're going to just put crypto, or we'll put creator coins, and we'll name this post 2 owls. And you can put in the description 2 wise owls on a journey, just as a test. And remember, these aren't NFTs. Each one has their own slew of creator coins. So it's 10,000 creator coins, and they're called 2 owls. So if I go ahead and post this, boom, Joanna, you asked what mint it is. I just minted creator coins in the form of a post. And then I'm going to show you guys something cool here. So if you hit view post, remember, each post is its own token and it's on chain forever. This is on the base network forever. All right. So what you'll find is unlike Instagram, unlike Instagram, where you can like delete your post because it's just on the internet and it can be deleted from a server. Each post is on chain. So you can't even delete your post ever, but you can hide it. So I'm going to hide this because I don't actually want that on our profile. So when you're making a post, you're literally interacting and minting things on chain every time. Okay. We already looked at that. So I want to show you guys something else here. Here, let's just do this too. So like Charisma was saying, Zora started off as a place where you can mint NFTs, and you still can. Like 4 million NFTs have been minted on Zora, but I think they are still under construction because I went online and we were going to walk you guys through how to do that as well. But it's not live right now. We're not able to do it, but you can mint NFTs on Zora for extremely cheap on the base network because it's a layer 2 that's where gas fees are cheap. And we're going to dive into layer 2s in a later class. But this is cool too. They actually just launched this. So you can actually create your own prompts too. So like, let's say I want to do a majestic owl sitting on a statue in the clouds. And then I go ahead, and then if you want to add a reference and you have other pictures that, I kind of want this vibe, you can add it here. But if you click generate, it will generate an image for you, which is pretty cool. Kind of like Mid-Journey. So look at that. And if I want, same thing, give it a ticker name, give it a name, give it a description. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Also, another important thing to note, if I want to comment on someone's post, you have to pay. You have to become a holder to unlock. And what that unlocks is like, okay, on Instagram, let's say there is a creator that you really like and you want to collaborate with this person. On Instagram, if they're like well known, they're going to have a lot of comments, and it's a high chance that they won't see it. And most of the comments are just like, "Oh, I love you," or tagging someone else to see the post or whatever. On Zora, you're more likely to be able to get seen and connect with people, especially now in the early days, because everyone's not going to pay to comment. So they're more likely to read their comments and see it because you're actually paying, which is really cool. They also just launched that you have to pay to DM someone. Same thing there. And they just launched on their Twitter that you get to set the amount that people pay to DM you. They just launched that like yesterday. And the thing I like about this platform, Zora, they're always shipping new products. They're always doing updates. They're always investing more money into it. So you guys who are watching this as a recording, depending on when you're watching this, they probably launched so many more new features, and we're probably going to have to keep covering them because of that. And I think that is everything. Oh, I'm gonna walk you guys through some of these. So you can set your preferences here. I'm a dark guy. This is just hurts my eyes. Charisma loves to stare into the white abyss. I have no idea why, but she does. You can blur sensitive content. So they're still working on policing this thing, right? And then this is how you invite people. So you have your QR code, and shout out to you guys who signed up here. And if we do settings, this is where you can go to, edit your stuff. You also get your own wallet, right? So if I go here and I hit this copy button and I want someone, this is just like your own wallet. Like, if you have MetaMask or Rabby or Phantom, but they give you the wallet. Now, they're managing the private keys for you. Remember, this is what we call a smart wallet. So, if you become famous on here and you just have a bunch of money, it might be a good idea to send some of that to your wallet where you hold the keys. One more thing that I want to show you guys that is important. Man, will this thing click off or what? 1 second, guys. Okay, here we go. So if we go to, no, that's not what I wanted to click. I want to go to his actual profile. Okay, so when you go to someone's profile, and you click this bag here, you get to see all of the creator coins that a person is holding and all the posts that they're holding, right? You can scroll over here. So he holds some of our token. So it's pretty cool. It's just like they're abstracting away having to go on a block explorer to look at what NFTs you own. And this can help you be more seen. So Base Junkie, we do a All Eyes on Base DeFi show on Twitter where we go through base stuff. If you guys ever want to tune in every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Pacific, and he's pretty well known. So just because if he bought our creator coin, other people will come and see this and be like, "Oh, Base Junkie's into it. It must be good. Let me buy some too." So they have a lot of cool ways where you can get discovered, and then you have this lightning bolt to kind of just see everything that they've been doing. Like, so he bought $23 worth of his own token. He bought 98 cents worth of Captain. And you can kind of just see someone's Web3 activity on Zora as it pertains to Zora, which I think is pretty cool.